Hello and welcome back to Women's Football Talk, the YouTube channel that brings you all the latest news and stories from around the world of women's football. Now before we get into today's video, make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn on the post notification bell so you never miss a video of ours. So today we are looking at 8 rising stars who could break out in 2024. So obviously club football has slowly made its return across European games, and we have some European players and some world players that we think could have big years this year. So to start off, we have Aggie Beever-Jones of Chelsea. Now, the 20-year-old has obviously started this season really well, being a regular under Emma Hayes, getting lots of minutes, having some fantastic games, scoring some really good goals, and having a really brilliant season. I think one of the best players, if not the best young player in the WSL this season. This is having the back of 2 loans previously at Bristol City and Everton, where she did okay, but this season she's just seemed to have come under her own, flourished, and has really helped Chelsea remain at the top of the table. And you can just see the confidence in her game throughout the course of this season, and I think in 2024 we'll see more of that. She'll get more goals, more assists, more minutes under her belt, and I think a call up to the senior England side is literally just around the corner. Sarina Wiegman has said it herself, it is a tough one to leave her out. It's just about coming like really soon. So I think if we see whether it be the February internationals or later on internationals in 2024, Beever-Jones is definitely one that we could see get a call up soon. Next up, Kyra Cooney-Cross of Arsenal. The Matilda star has been absolutely fantastic since joining Arsenal. I mean, like, it's one of them where she's taken to the WSL really a lot quicker than I was personally expecting. Like, she's had a great World Cup with Australia, one of the breakout stars for the Matildas, and then since joining Arsenal, whilst her game time has been limited at times by Jonas Eidevall and how it's been managed, she's been absolutely fantastic. I mean, Jonas Eidevall said it after they played Tottenham in the Conti Cup: I make the comparison to a quarterback in the NFL who can both throw the ball and run with the ball. That becomes very difficult in defence to stop such a player, because if you drop off, they run. If you stand up, they pass the ball through. It's very beneficial, and her passing ability has been clear this season by averaging around 87% pass accuracy per game in the WSL alone, and her ball recoveries have been 4.8 per game as well. So she's an all-rounded midfielder, and obviously learning from the likes of Leah Volti, Kim Little is helping her settle in massively, and obviously having fellow Matildas in the team at Arsenal again is also a big boost. And I think we'll just continue to see Cooney-Cross develop into one of the best midfielders in the women's game for sure. Next up, Olivia Moultrie of the Portland Thorns and the United States. Obviously, we've known about Olivia Moultrie for a few years now, with her legal case of being a pro when she was just 13 years old, making her NWSL debut at 15 years old with the Thorns, going on to win a championship with them, and they've obviously gone on to do really good things, and now she's becoming quite a regular in that Portland team. Under 20s in this national side, she won the CONCACAF Cup in 2022. The fact that she was recently named Young Female Player of the Year for 2023. Yeah, I think for Moultrie, it's now just going to be putting in these performances more regularly, helping the Thorns back to an NWSL championship, getting a senior appearance for the national side, and we'll just continue to see her develop again, very similar to Cooney-Cross as to one of the best midfielders in the game. Obviously, no pressure on Olivia Moultrie being 18 years old, still plenty of time to develop compared to some of the players we've mentioned who are 20, 21. Moultrie being 18 years old, it's absolute, like, what she's gone through already is a lot for some players' careers, but she's continuing to shine, and I think we'll continue to see her growing as a great player. Next up is a fellow US international midfielder, and that is Corbin Albert of Paris Saint-Germain. Now, unlike Moultrie, she didn't really go the same route. She went over to Europe instead of going from the collegiate game in America to the NWSL. She's gone and tried her trade over in France at PSG, and this season she has been absolutely fantastic. Just playing regular minutes, scoring goals, getting the assists, and she just looks like such a really great talent. Like the amount of times I've seen PSG, whether it be in the Division 1 Feminine or in the Champions League as well, she's just like taken to the pitch really well. And I think one thing that's going to be key for Corbin Albert into the second half of this season is getting some more assists under her name. She's getting a couple of goals as well. She has done already, or increasing that level. Already been called up to the senior side under interim coach Tuile Kilgore. I think when Emma Hayes takes over in the summer, we'll see a lot more of Corbin Albert as the US slowly transition from some of the older players into a younger phase of this US team. And I think Corbin Albert is definitely going to be one of them names that we're going to be hearing about for years to come, whether it be in the European game or whether she does eventually head over to the NWSL. Corbin Albert is a midfielder I am very, very excited to see. Next up, we have Japanese international Maika Hamano of Chelsea. Now, at just 19 years old, what a young player she is on the card. So she won the Golden Ball for being the best player at the Under-20s World Cup in 2022. She then spent on a loan period at Hammarby after joining from straight from Chelsea. She went to Hammarby. She managed to help them win the league and the cup, and was absolutely fantastic for the first half of 2023. However, she missed quite a lot of time recently due to an injury that she sustained at the World Cup, and recently she's been playing minutes for Chelsea's youth levels, scoring some goals and trying to promote her way back into the first team. Obviously, with Sam Kerr now out with an ACL injury, you could potentially see Hamano get some more minutes, probably off the bench, but I think it's going to be one where she will take a bit of time to develop. She'll still be doing it at the senior level for Japan, and I think Hamano is definitely one that will take a bit of time, but if she can get some more game time at Chelsea this year, then we'll be able to see her shine. Or even if she has to go out on loan to another WSL team or somewhere else around the world, then I think we can definitely see Hamano becoming such an integral forward. Next up, Giulia Dragoni of Barcelona. 17-year-old Italian midfielder, dubbed the Little Messi in Italy. She is absolutely phenomenal. Made her Barcelona debut this season, has scored some goals for them. Whilst minutes obviously are going to be hard for her to come by in that Barcelona midfielder, when you look at Aitana Bonmatí, Kira Walsh, Patrick Vieira, and so on and so forth, Dragoni, whilst she's been able to help Barcelona out at times, and it's been whether recently in the Copa de la Reina, sometimes in the league, she's definitely one for the future, helping Barcelona obviously primarily at the Barcelona B team. They went on to win the league last season, and Dragoni was absolutely key to that, and the way she settled into the Italian national team, making her senior debut, being the youngest Italian women's player to ever play at a World Cup as well. Someone that started the season playing for the under-17s in the Euros qualifying to now being a senior international for Italy in just such a short amount of time is absolutely fantastic. And yeah, I think Dragoni is one we'll just keep seeing slowly come through the ranks at Barcelona and will continue to shine. Next up, Rosa Kafaji, sorry on the pronunciation there. Absolutely one to watch. Young 20-year-old forward from Sweden, making her debut in the Champions League with BK Häcken, and yeah, she's looking absolutely brilliant. At this minute in time, one of the names that you think, wow, how have we not heard more of her? She's had a bit of an injury time at the start of her career, but last season was absolutely fantastic, finishing as Häcken's top goal scorer with 12 goals, as they just missed out on winning the Damallsvenskan on goal difference. This season, getting good goals and important goals for Häcken in the Champions League against Paris FC, Real Madrid, as they helped pick up wins. And I think Kafaji will certainly be one for the Swedish future. Again, got some good forwards already leading their senior line, but Kefaji will be one that is going to be there for the next few years, and wouldn't be surprising if she makes more appearances regularly over the next couple of seasons or so. Next up, we have Sinja Gorpset of SK Brann. The midfielder has obviously made a bit of a name for herself over recent weeks, getting that big goal for Brann in the Champions League, and with their draw against Lyon, possibly the biggest team in the Champions League history. Already one name I'm very excited to see. Making a debut back in 2021 for the first team. Then she started to make more of a breakthrough in 2022 when she got 2 goals and an assist as Brann won the league and cup double. And then, ever since then, she's one of the talents that I think, wow, she's going to be on the name of Norwegian people and European clubs for many, many years to come. Physically very tough, very technical on the ball as well. And the way she's been playing so far for SK Brann under Martin Ho has been absolutely fantastic. And I think with the new appointment of Gemma Granger as the Norwegian head coach, I think we're going to see Gorpset make a lot more appearances, and she's going to be a forward that will score many, many goals, and we'll see the talent of her rising throughout the game. So there are just 8 of our young stars who we think will be ones to watch through 2024 and beyond. Let us know in the comments who you think are going to be rising stars throughout 2024. And like I said at the start, make sure you're subscribed to the channel with post notification bell turned on so you're never missing a video of ours, and that you're following us on Twitter and on Instagram for all the latest news and stories from around the world of women's football. In the meantime, we'll see you soon.